What's up, guys? You know who this is? Kool-Aid drinker, ATL Kool-Aid drinker. Hey, man, all this time of the talk about Trae Young being traded. I'm sitting there just going through this thing like it's a dream. I'm like, no, man, that can't happen, man. They ain't ready for that. No way. Cause man, me and Trae Young, and I just found my card. I'm a sales rep, Mr. Taylor Vaughn. I don't know where he at, Mr. Taylor Vaughn. If you get this video, you know you should subscribe. You know what I'm saying, to support ATL Kool-Aid drinker. Give it a thumbs up, and so you can get more content and more videos of ATL Kool-Aid drinker Taylor. But he is part of that history when I go back and nobody say, oh, Kool-Aid, you weren't telling the truth. I'm telling this truth, man. Me, Taylor, and Travis. Now, Travis don't know me personally, but it was like that because Taylor was the connection between us on the day Trae Young got drafted. We wanted Trae the whole time. Luka had nothing to do with it. Believe me, guys. All y'all who mad because we didn't take Luka was not even considered to be a top 5 pick. Only reason that he was a top 5 pick was because Dallas wanted him. Out of all the teams that saw Luka, Dallas was the one that had the love for him. But me, Taylor, and Travis had love for one player. And Taylor come and ask me, who should we get, AT? Well, my name was, he didn't call me ATL Kool-Aid drinker. He asked me, I'm gonna give y'all my name, Eddie. So he said, he came to me, he said, Eddie, I see that you've been a Hawks fan for a long time. You was there when Hartford them was going to the Eastern Conference Final and they got swept because they shrunk. But under the power of LeBron James. But they got us there, and he say, Eddie, I see you up there hollering and everything, coaching. Because they call me coach in my section because I be just going off coaching, hollering, and trying to tell the guys where to get, rotate, move. I was doing all that before certain persons talking about people movement. Okay? I scream that down to the floor. Move, rotate, move, rotate. Pass the ball, set it up, Trae. That's me. Trae! Set it up, Trae! That's me. Kool-Aid drinker. The coach in the section. Oh, he can't hear you. Oh, you don't think you can watch this? Set it up, Trae. Don't worry about it. You shoot it. Bam. Game over. Logo shot. Shot it with confidence, but nobody saying, oh, Trae, don't shoot the ball. Y'all sit there and shrunk the man down. Oh, Trae, don't do this, don't do that. Because his game wasn't like nobody else. His game was about showman. That's what his game was about. He came in there every game as a young man out of college, leading college 20-10. Double, leading college as the leading point scorer. Coming into Atlanta, and then, like Travis said, the biggest mistake was when he got a coach, the wrong coach. And Coach Pierce trying to take a man who's a 40-point man, who could score 10 points a quarter and add in 10 assists and try to make him into a pure point guard. No, Trae, don't shoot the ball. No 30-foot shot, Trae. No 25 shot, no 25-foot shot, Trae. And when he came with that small man mentality, that heart of that short man warrior mentality. I'm trying to think of his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The French Revolution. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Just crazy. You know who I'm talking about. You're going to come to memory for it over with. But Napoleon. I told you going to come. Okay, yeah. Napoleon, guys. The Napoleon complex. Boy, ain't too many people carry that complex. That's short. Oh, can't nobody win with a short point guard. It ain't never been done before. Yeah. It can't be done in the power of the tongue when all these people around the ATL talking negative. It's power in the tongue, buddies. Power in the tongue. Oh, don't shoot it, Trae. You put too much power in that, bro. How you going to hit the shot? You going to be sitting there telling not to shoot it. Oh, we can't win. Nobody have won with a little short point guard. Yeah, you just spoke that into existence. You put all that energy against him. Now, let me say this, man. I go back a long way with the Hawks. I'm probably one of the oldest guys on some of the podcasts that I be visiting. ATL Kool-Aid drinker, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, as a young man, I woke up to a guy named Pistol Pete Marriott. And what Mr. Pistol Pete, when I woke up to Mr. Pete Marriott coming out of my sleep in my slumber, and the TV was on, and the Atlanta Hawks, that when you was getting the Hawks game, and there wasn't nobody greeting, and you was getting it on regular TV. And I woke up, and I looked to the right at my TV, and I saw this dude, Pistol Pete Marriott, and it was all like slow motion after slow motion, because they did do it in slow motion, because they showed it over and over again, because they could not believe what they had just saw. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen in my life, boy. And I'm like, I gotta try that when I go out there and play basketball with the boys. That man came down. I gotta stand up. He came down and he did a wraparound. Go around the ball. No little slap pass. And I said, oh my God. Will I ever see something like that again? And guess what, guys? Here comes Trae Young. The showman. And that boy came up in here and he nutmegging. Whoop, to the right, nutmegging to the left. He come down, put that handshake on you and nutmegging. Boom, boy. The NBA ain't never seen so much nutmegging in their life. I ain't never seen that much nutmegging. We done a little bit on when we playing out in the yard, just be playing. That's one of the hardest time and things to do on a person. Even though their legs wide open when they be out there. But that boy Trae Young came in there and he was nutmegging. It was the most beautiful thing. And then this is what happened. I want y'all to hear this. Listen. I want y'all to hear this, man. 2018, dude. 2018.
Plays it into Trae. 2 seconds wide. Trae floater.
I will be doing a tribute to Trae Young, maybe for this whole month, because there's so much history. I ain't gonna be able to do it in one set. There's so much history. Taking pictures with him. And all of that, going down there with the team and hanging out. Just listen. Listen.
One more time from Trae Young.
You see the trap right there, and he kind of faked him out with the dribble.
Alex Len, 7 seconds, 6. 5 seconds, Trae trying to win it, now goes up, lays it in with 1 second to go, and that ties the game. Just weaves his way through all
I'm gonna tell y'all guys the one thing I saw.
He goes
For
from one end of the floor to the other. No one cuts him off. I mean, he gets by Mark.
I saw a player that we had that didn't shrink when LeBron James came. He didn't shrink when Steph Curry came. He didn't shrink when none of those guys came. I'm like, this dude ain't scared of nothing.
That goes through his legs and drew the foul on Collison, his second.
Go through his leg, wrap around through his leg, fake pass, wrap around. Half court pass on a half court lob, bro. It just wasn't no, it's a half court lob. Where you get that? A half court lob, dude. Pass.
What a ball game. Trae for 3. Got fouled. A 4-point play opportunity.
Trae Young just came up right here. Look where Lopez is. You got to be closer than that.
Since the start of
And when he came, they had to try to figure him out. Oh, how do we beat Trae, y'all? We got to beat Trae. They ain't talking about how we beat the Hawks. They talking about how do we beat Trae Young. We got to go down here and beat Trae Young.
You know, teams rely a lot on
How about that? Trae goes between his legs, then a wraparound bounce for the dunk.
A wraparound. This was a wraparound through his leg. A nutmeg pass. Where have you ever seen that, dude? A wraparound pass through his leg with a nutmeg pass. He was a showman. He had no fear, no matter how small he was. But y'all took his heart, man. Trae, don't shoot the ball, Trae. Stop shooting the logo shot, Trae. Get your team involved, Trae.
Look at it again here.
Trae, guess what Trae started doing? He come in the first quarter, don't even shoot the ball for the whole first quarter. He comes in, he shoot it like 2 or 3 times. Okay, my team ain't doing what they supposed to do to win. Now I got to come in the second half and try to do what I can do. He comes in, he tricking here, tricking there, all of that. He tricking here and tricking there. And there we go. You know, tricking here, tricking there. And for it all with, Trae Young is hated because he tricked you into fouls. Oh, half of his points was foul points. He averaged 10 to 15 points a game off of going to the line, bro. He was one of the, he had became one of the best foul baiters. Till it was so embarrassing that the league had to change the rule. Everybody said, that ain't basketball. How you gonna call that basketball? When before Trae Young came, I thought a whole bunch of people were trying to do that, baiting you into fouls. Harden, and all them guys. But it just came that the Trae Young just had been taking it out, and he took it to another level to where he just manipulated the rule to the point where they say, heck to the now. We gotta change this rule. The rule was changed, y'all, because of Trae Young. And then they made, you know what they did then? Then they say, okay, we got to take him out the game, because what? We're just going to make that rule just for him. But if y'all notice everything, I got over here on the right, the 2021 playoff of the Hawks. And I got over here when that year, 2021, when the Braves went to the World Series and won it. If you notice that 2021 season was the magical of the energy that Trae Young brought, and Travis having the sense to get rid of that piece of crap of a coach. 10 and under. 10 under. 10 under 500 when the trade hit. And then he went and got a coach that was not even supposed to be the coach coming in the next following year, but the ownership made Travis resign him. And y'all know who that coach is. And you know what he did. And when he came, he had to play Travis players. The Tony Snells, the Dunn, the Gallinari. He had to play Lemon Pepper Lou. He had to play those guys. He had to play them throughout the season. So he had to play Travis players. The ones that Travis had drafted. Herter, Hunter, Cam. He had to play them, whether he liked it or not. And then they forced Travis didn't want to sign. Everybody like, oh, Travis, sign him now. Travis signed Coach Nate now. We were 10 down and no. It wasn't Nate. It was the release of the bondage that Coach Pierce had this man right here under. Telling him, dude, you can't do this. I saw him grab Trae by the neck one time. Dude, what you doing? Go ahead and sit down. And he put his little, I forgot his name, that little boy out there that he loved, his little favorite point guard. The one that got sick or something during the COVID time, where they said he couldn't go into the playoffs. They had to set him. We wasn't even on the team. So Coach Nate had to take Travis players. Coach Nate started the beginning of messing up the Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young. It was the revenge on Trae Young for getting his buddy. They said, getting his buddy fired. That's who he thought, because Nate told him, I don't really want to take his spot because that's my boy. That's my boy. I don't really want to be a coach. I don't want to be a full-time coach. But we was about going into the middle part of the season. We were about getting there, But Nate, you the only thing we got right now. Just run my boys. Okay. All he had to do was say, he said every now and then he had to slow Trae Young down a little bit. Trae, slow down a little bit. Because you know what? Your boy started crying. Why? I don't know why. He made Collins a star. Why would you start crying, Collins? It wasn't no reason to start crying. No reason. He made you, he was making you who you are, but you were like, oh, I know you coming up in your contract season. So he reared it back a little bit and make you more of a star that got you that contract and got you paid. Because we got close to the Eastern Conference. NBA didn't want it though, because it was too much money for Vegas, and that was a surprise. They didn't know that could happen. They didn't know that. Trae Young was like, I don't know nothing about it. I'm just finna do now. I've been released the Kraken. And Trae Young came. And the Trae Young show began. And he did not shrink in front of none of those guys. He did not shrink in front of Philadelphia with the guy who had the tendency to be as being the NBA Player of the Year, the MVP, #1 seed. Trae Young say, I don't shrink. I'm Napoleon complex. Guys, I'm coming up in here and we gonna win this. And that Napoleon complex came out and they switched 3 different players trying to defend Trae Young. 3. Go look at it. I might talk about this again. But then, why are you doing that? Here come my brains and Freddie Freeman and Swanson, the stars. Why Trae Young over here making Collins a star? And I really think a healthy Clint Capella came out there in Lemon Pepper Lou, being the 6th man he is, made that 2021 season marvelous. But they couldn't let 2 Atlanta teams get championships that year. It was going to cause everybody too much money that betted against them. They lost money with them. Because that year was magical because we was under 500 on that team too. And then the magic began. 3 beautiful players came in. And nobody was there to stop them. But Eddie, the referee named Eddie, his name Wright. Yeah, referee Wright. Foot in the way. Trae Young just shimmering. Here go Giannis over there talking about, he's shimmering on us. What are y'all guys going? He's shimmering on us. They didn't know whether to come up or to go back. When they came up to defend the 30-footer, he passed it around them. When they shrink back to defend the lob and the alley-oops and the pick and roll, he shot the 30 or the 25 or the 20. They don't say, what we gonna do with this guy? How do you stop Trae Young? Here go Coach Pierce like, hey guys, let me tell y'all. He was mad because let me tell y'all how to stop Trae Young. This is what you should do. And they couldn't stop Trae Young. Except they had to take him out. Assassination by foot. I'm embarrassed by the NBA. But Coach Nate, he just was a coach for the ride on this guy. This guy. He just harnessed him just a little bit, just to reel him in a little bit, because he told him to say, hey, Trae, look how your guys look when you just taking over a game. They was jealous. There's only one guy that was really jealous, and that was Collins. He thought Collins wasn't getting his shine like he should. So Trae reeled back and reeled him on in and gave him all the shine he can get throughout that playoff. But Nate was assassin. Nate was the decision. Y'all, Trae Young did not make the decision to go get DJ. That was a Nate McMillan call. And when they made Travis re-sign Nate McMillan, he was finna look at another coach and sign somebody better. But when they made Travis sign Nate McMillan went and got started putting his boys on the team. He didn't want Tony Snell re-signed, so he could have asked for the Tony Snell to come back. Trae Young, release shooter. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Tony Snell, but Tony Snell was a sniper that Trae Young needed. Tony Snell played, he was a tall body that played defense. But Nate didn't like him, because Nate, when we went into the playoffs, Nate didn't play the man. He liked it Bogey over him more than he liked the Tony Snell. See, Nate McMillan was one of them favoritism coaches. So then when y'all get this video, you know what I'm saying? Give me a subscribe. Hit me a thumbs up. Commentary of the Atlanta sports. But the day I wakes up out of this dream into a reality that Trae Young has been traded. And guess who he going to play with? His daddy, Papa Travis. The one that sees more value in this man than any manager on the face of the earth can see it. You remember D'Amato and Tyson? Tyson was unbeatable when Pop was around. Crazy Falcon, they got rid of Michael Vick Papa and Coach Dan Reeves. That's what stupid ownership do, because they blind. They don't know nothing. And then they go get these stupid managers who don't know nothing. Now I'm going to get ready to try to wind this thing down. But Coach Nate came in here, got his own boy, brung in some D-Lon Wright and some TLC. And he started playing them guys over Cam. I don't care what y'all say. I was there. I saw it. I saw the attitudes. D-Lon Wright was not supposed to be coming out there getting that playing time. TLC was not supposed to be coming out there getting that playing time. Dane was supposed to be getting more playing time as a center. But guess what? Coach didn't want to play Dane. That was a good move, man. He was a 3D center. He was a top pick when he was picked. All you had to do is just bring out the Kraken in him. And it was games, man, when I hollered down and say, Nate, play Dane. And it sounded like he heard me. He put him out there. And we beat the Celtics. You know what our home record was them years? Man, we rarely lost at home, bruh. But then Coach Nate played the man TLC over Cam and pissed Cam off. Played D-Lon Wright over Lemon Pepper Lou. Are you kidding me? And then the Nate McMillan stuff started. That because when he put D-Lon Wright on that team and TLC on that team, two of the most scariest three-point shooters I ever seen in my life. I used to holler down there when Trae Young passed it to him, he'd be wide open. I'd be like, D-Lon, shoot the ball. TLC, shoot the ball. Trae Young comes down in one game playing against his boy, and you know they went back and forth when the Nets came in town. He did an off the backboard pass, and TLC shook like he was so scared, shaking like a leaf in that game that when he couldn't even grab the ball and put it up to tie the game up. But now, just like everybody else that leaves the Atlanta, over here, Freddie Freeman left. Okay? We did not re-sign him the following year after that World Series. Been a downfall since. Not just that, the following year after that, we released Swanson, the one who hit the home run at the game that I was at. My beautiful daughter, thank you, daughter, for taking me to that World Series game. I appreciate that so much. That was a time of my life. Thank you for me raising you to be able to have the money and go to work and be a productive citizen and have enough money to say, I'll treat you on your birthday, for this is for your birthday. We going to the game. I sure appreciate it. Her name's Shelly. Shout out to Shelly. Thank you. But they traded Freddie. And guess what happened the following year? Freddie ended up being MVP of the World Series. Oh, guess what? Dansby Swanson went to the Cubs this year. And this year he got them into the playoffs. Oh, man, you can't put that together. And then over here, the Atlanta Hawks get rid of people. They got rid of Al Horford. Now, hear a person named, should I say his name? I ain't going to say it. Say, oh, we shouldn't sign Al Horford back. We shouldn't sign him. Let him go. That's okay. He went on, got with the Celtics, moved around a little bit more, came back to the Celtics, came over here with the Celtics, whoop up on the Hawks, and got him a ring. John Collins talking about, I'm gonna mark them on the calendar. He came back, and it just showed that he wasn't no more than what he was, what Trae had made him. He came back with Utah and got his butt kicked. So most of the time when players leave that should not leave comes back, or they do a whole lot better. Now that Trae Young is gone, and he with his papa over there, someone that believe in him, someone who gonna know how to build around him, we gonna see. It could be like one of those things. You know why he got traded so quick? Let me tell you like this. Trae Young got traded so quick at this point of time. They could have waited till February or whatever, right? But they want to get a quick start. That's a heck of a basketball team over there, bro. There's some players over there that Trae can use really, really good. And Travis done sit there. He done got Saw. Well, we thought we were going to get Saw to partner with Trae. Nah. We want no Kungu, 6'8" center. Please, boy. A 6'8" center. Y'all talking about Trae Young being a little guard. How can y'all fall in love with a 6'8" center? But now, Saw and Trae Young. A Saw Trae Young pick and roll, or young Clint Capella. You know that every game you see Saw stepping it up. And when they release that Trae Young Kraken and let Trae Young be Trae Young, you're going to see something else. Because y'all know last year, when Trae Young was Trae Young, he got to the point where he beat the Knicks to get into that Empress Cup, and Trae sit there and did that dice move. We was the Final Four. They would have called a fair game, we probably would have got into the championship. But they wanted Giannis down, you know how it is. Just like Coach Nate said, they want the Knicks. So y'all guys, y'all just gonna have to take some of those calls and play through those referee calls. So they really want the Knicks to be there. But that was a super half last year, that part of the half, that first half of the year before they start dumping the salaries. And see what happened when people know they finna get dumped and everything finna get gone, they heart not in it. So y'all talking about, oh, they playing better with Trae Young with Trae Young gone. You know why Trae Young gone? Because when Unser did not sign that man the first of the year, Trae Young heart wasn't in it. So when he went on the floor, he was like, y'all don't want me. I'm just out here going through the motion. Y'all just want me to just pad the ball. I'm going to come out here and pad the ball. Pad the ball here, shoot it if you can hit the shot. Pad the ball here, shoot it if you can hit the shot. I hear the noise. Honestly, you don't want me. But me and Landry had made a deal that y'all were going to build a team around, but you come in, Landry get fired, and honestly come in and say, nah, I don't want none of this stuff that Landry got going on. I don't care what you and Landry talked about, because see, Trae Young could have left, and he could have left y'all with DJ. He could have went on and played with San Antonio or the Lakers. It was there. Everybody was excited about the conversation between Trae Young and the comments he made about him and Wemby. That would have been fabulous. But did y'all see how Trae Young to be put on that show and Wemby used to be coming? And them games we won. That was sweet. But guys, I only can do so much. I'm going to be back to Trae Young trade, bringing my history with Trae Young. Part 2 will be coming soon. I haven't been doing my show because I had to move, and the day was I just had to just come. Regard my room is still like in shambles of what I'm gonna be doing all my podcasts. So I'm gonna be doing a live show. I hope y'all go. I want y'all to check out this right here, man. This is one thing that I'm gonna be doing that's gonna be very, very important. I want y'all to go check out my channel, JWS Cash Support Network. JWS Cash Support Network. If you want to be part of something that's very, very simple, they're going to set you up where you're going to have passive income for the rest of your life, and something you can pass on to your children for generations and generations. You want to learn how how I do it, how JWS, that's my other company, JWS Business, where I do different things, online shopping and stuff like that, justrightshopping.ws, where you can go on now and shop with some of my affiliates and stuff like that. But the most important thing is, to my heart, is the JWS Cash Support Network. If you put that into the Google that, you pull up the website, JWS Cash Support Network.ws. And if you Google it, also go to YouTube and you put JWS Cash Support Network, you probably pull up my YouTube channel on that, talking about passive income. I got something that's going to create you. Let me tell you, it's like this. This is the saying of it. You can invest 1,000 and steal your money. Where do you invest where you don't lose your money? You can invest 10,000 and steal your money. Where can you invest and you don't lose your money? You can invest $100. People who can't afford no more than $100. you can invest it. And it's still your money. Don't lose your money. It is set up for the bigger your pot, the bigger your passive income is. So I got it set up now where you can come in $100 a year, $500 a year, $1,000 a year. But I'll take whatever you want and I turn it into the passive income pot that you want. And my saying is that what you invest is still your money. So if y'all want to check me out, ATL, go on each one of those. If you Google up JWS Cash Support Network and you go on there and you subscribe to that. And become a subscriber. And listen to me talk about Bitcoin, savings, stock, bonds, blockchain, nodes, all of that. Because I'm here to try to make a difference financially to everybody. Because it's not necessary. Nobody in America is supposed to be broke. Everybody in America is supposed to retire with $1 million. I want to let y'all know how to do that. Either though I'm a Johnny be lately, but I just learned it. And I don't want nobody, my coach used to say, hey guy, listen to something, just open up and listen to a drunk. He say, don't be like me. So right now I'm telling y'all, don't be old like me and being missed out on an opportunity for you to be retired with that $1 million, Because everybody can't just work and be football players and start a business and that business just turn into gold and turn into millions of dollars. But everybody can do this. Every single body. Yeah, I know there's a whole bunch of people out there can afford $100 a year to start that process. I know there's a whole bunch of people out there can start $500 a year to start that process. I know there's a whole bunch of people out there can afford $1,000 a year to start that process. But guys, like I said, I'm gonna miss Trae Young, but at the same time, Trae Young ain't gone. He just taking this show to another place, and I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching because it's gonna be. Hey, you know what? Y'all gonna be watching too. Cause when the Kraken be released, where he could start his stuff, like what he did last year, up to the point where he in the middle of the floor in New York, and when he go into New York with the Wizards, it's gonna be the same thing. Trae balling. But I'm gonna tell you, when he come to Phillip Arena, we gonna be standing up. Trae, what's up, Trae? Cause Phillip Arena is crazy, bruh. I'm just saying this and I'm finna shut it down. When LeBron come, Hawks fans telling LeBron James fans, I'm telling you for real. And when your boy from Golden State come, the kids and everybody turn into him. Yep, sure do. So you know what's gonna happen. When Trae Young start that peak up to that superstardom over there in Washington, and when he comes to Atlanta, Atlanta fans gonna be like, they gonna be like, boy, God, they will turn on you. I seen it. Man, Curry come up in there. I'm like, dude, what you doing with that Curry on? I see like my boy like double take, boy, what you doing with that LeBron James? I thought you was a Hawks fan. Hey, everybody who love Trae, and when he peak up and all them fans start riding on that bandwagon, believe me, boy. When he come to the Phillip Arena, they gonna be like, Trae Young. They gonna be cheering for him. I seen it. They was cheering. You don't know, man. LeBron come. They were cheering for LeBron. When Curry came, they were cheering for Curry, bro. I was there, going at the boy. Well, shut up over here. Shut up over there. This is Atlanta Hawks. It's Trae Young. I'm screaming louder than everybody else. I'm making the little boy cry because Trae Young won and beat Curry. But he put up 60. But Trae Young won. But son, you supposed to be a Hawks fan. But that's okay though. So y'all get this video, man. I hope y'all hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? I'm up to 95 subscribers. So I need y'all to keep, all of y'all getting this video, keep hitting subscribe because I'm almost there getting my room together right now for my podcast. I'm still just on videos right now. You know what I'm saying? Just on my channel. So y'all can get my channels and my commentary about the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, you know, Atlanta Braves, all the Atlanta sports team, Georgia Tech, you know, Atlanta Hawks. So just hit that subscribe button. And we're going to go from there, guys. I want y'all to say, I'm an ATL Kool-Aid drinker. But I tell you what, man, I hope the Atlanta Hawks go from here, man, make me proud, man, because they got. I'm a Hawks fan for life and everything. I always have been. But, you know, Atlanta used to be, I'm going to say this one more time. I'm not beside myself. But I got to say that Atlanta teams used to be so bad that you always had to have your second team to root for. That's win. So I hope we ain't falling back into that. But right now, I got two teams in the NBA. The Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to peace out on y'all. See y'all in the next video. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and then you leave in the comments say, I want to be an ATL Kool-Aid drinker. See you later.